Hi guys, JT here, and today I'm bringing you some information on 10 games in Fanatical's Super Strategy Bundle of July 2025. To help you answer the question, should you buy it? By using the links in the description below, you'll gain access to this bundle and have the opportunity to support the channel in the process. Your support means the world to me, and I genuinely appreciate it. Anyway, let's get into this. At number 1 we have Necrosmith 2, a necromancer simulator that blends tower defense, roguelike, and RTS elements, creating a unique and engaging gameplay experience. In Necrosmith 2, you take on the role of a necromancer, tasked with defending your tower from relentless waves of enemies. The twist lies in your ability to gather body parts and create an army of undead minions. Whether you're crafting skeletons, zombies, or bizarre hybrids, the variety of combinations keeps the gameplay fresh. As you explore the map, uncovering new bases and resources, you'll unlock upgrades that enhance your tower and minions, giving you an edge in the increasingly difficult battles. The game shines in its creative minion building mechanic. You start with basic skeleton parts, but as you progress, you gather parts from different races like lizards with laser guns or swamp creatures. Mixing and matching these parts not only creates amusing combinations, but can also unlock powerful secret recipes. The challenge comes in balancing resource management with combat strategy, as some of the most powerful minions, like giant creatures, can drain your resources quickly. However, Necrosmith 2 is not without its flaws. The gameplay can sometimes feel stagnant, with moments where you're waiting for resources or enemies. Despite this, the thrill of discovering new combinations and upgrades keeps you engaged. Necrosmith 2 offers a fun and inventive twist on the tower defense and roguelike genres, especially for those who enjoy a bit of dark humor and strategic depth. It is also perfect for your Steam Deck adventures, for those of you who have a Steam Deck. At number 2 we have Lords and Villeins, a city building simulation game that proves to be far from simple. This game offers an intricate and challenging experience that demands strategic thinking and careful management. In the game, you take on the role of overseeing a medieval town, responsible for peasants, servants, noblemen, clergy, and various businesses. The key resources to manage are forests, fishing, and farming, but the game introduces numerous other elements, including carpenters, innkeepers, miners, and hunters. The initial impression might be that of a typical city-building sim, but Lords and Villeins quickly reveal its depth and complexity. Balancing the needs of your villagers, ensuring production, and fostering a thriving economy are all essential tasks. The game's intricacy becomes apparent as you dive into its mechanics, with a steep learning curve that may overwhelm newcomers. One notable challenge is the scarcity of time, as mastering the basics can be a considerable undertaking. Unlike casual simulation games, Lords and Villeins requires a substantial time commitment, and even establishing a functional system can be demanding. Resource shortages and the need for continuous management keep you on your toes. The game's tutorial, while detailed, misses some crucial steps, leaving players to discover vital mechanics on their own. One aspect that adds to the game's appeal is a strong community, with active players on Discord and Steam providing assistance and guidance. This supportive environment can help newcomers navigate the game's complexities. Lords and Villeins boasts a vast array of features, including various zones, nearly 100 different resources, family and community management, animal husbandry, relationships, and seasons. It offers a wealth of content and activities to keep players engaged. In conclusion, Lords and Villeins is a challenging and intricate city-building simulator that demands strategic thinking and patience. While it may initially overwhelm players with its complexity and lack of comprehensive tutorials, its active community and deep gameplay offer a rewarding experience for those willing to invest the time and effort. At number 3 we have Ancestors' Legacy Complete Edition, a real-time strategy game that will feel instantly familiar to those who have dabbled in this genre. The core mechanics align with typical RTS traditions, involving resource gathering, unit recruitment, and combat on contained maps. The game offers a seamless transition for RTS veterans, and even newcomers can quickly grasp the mechanics and dive into the gameplay. Set in the Middle Ages with 4 playable factions, Vikings, Anglo-Saxons, Germans, and Slavs, the game delves into historical conflicts between these groups. The historical setting adds depth and justification to the gameplay, making each faction feel distinct. Managing resources like wood, iron, and food is crucial for recruiting units, constructing buildings, and upgrading forces. The game allows for customization of units through research, allowing for unique abilities and even changes in armor appearances. The stance mechanic adds depth to troop management, making units versatile both in combat and outside. However, the campaign mode has its weaknesses, revealing some clunkiness and inconsistency in mechanics. For instance, keeping a commander alive can be challenging due to the unresponsive retreat mechanic. Despite this, the engaging multiplayer modes, Annihilation and Domination, shine brightly. Domination in particular leverages the game's mechanics and resource management, offering a rich multiplayer experience. Ancestors' Legacy is a solid RTS title that combines familiarity with complexity. Its historical context enhances the gameplay, and despite some rough edges, it provides an engaging experience. While it may not be flawless, the game's strengths far outweigh its weaknesses, making it a worthwhile addition to the RTS genre. The complete edition includes a digital art book, soundtrack, and Ancestors' Legacy: Saladin's Conquest, a DLC expansion that lets you command the Saracens in a new story-driven campaign. You step into the role of Salah ad-Din, leading his forces across 5 missions that follow the legendary conquest of Jerusalem. With unique narration from Saladin himself, the story immerses you in his determination and vision while introducing prominent generals like Gokbori and Abdullah. On top of the campaign, you unlock 3 new maps and powerful new units, including Assassins, with stealth and traps, Grenadiers with explosive missiles, and the Scorpion Siege Engine. A refreshing, challenging, and worthwhile addition. And number 4 we have Roma Invicta, a mix of turn-based strategy and real-time tactics that puts you in command of Rome's legions as you march into Gaul. On the campaign map, you manage supplies, recruit soldiers, and make choices that affect how the Gallic resistance grows. In battle, you control hundreds of pixel-rendered troops in chaotic, fast-paced encounters that let you pause or slow down to issue orders. You'll recruit everything from legionnaires to Germanic cavalry and Scorpion artillery, then decide whether to plunder villages for resources or bring peace and keep unrest low. This balance between strategy and consequence gives the game surprising depth for such a small-scale indie project. Roma Invicta feels like a blend of North and South with the Total War series. Simplified, but still engaging. Campaigns can be completed in about an hour, making it easy to jump in for short sessions. Despite its brevity, battles are satisfying, especially when flanking with cavalry or unleashing scorpions against dense infantry lines. Mod support adds replayability, though the game remains focused primarily on Rome versus Gaul. Performance can be hit or miss, depending on your system, and you may wish there were more factions or maps, but what's here is charming, affordable, and created entirely by one developer. If you enjoy Roman history, tactical battles, or want to support indie projects, you'll find a short but rewarding experience. Overall, Roma Invicta delivers a fun, bite-sized strategy campaign with plenty of heart. And number 5 we have Telepath Tactics: Liberated. If you're a fan of strategy RPGs, Telepath Tactics: Liberated offers an engaging and memorable experience that's sure to captivate you. This enhanced remake delivers a compelling campaign with a diverse cast of characters and deep, mature themes. Set in an alternate 1960s world, the game follows sisters Emma and Sabrina Strider on a quest for revenge against slavers who abducted their father. As they recruit allies and uncover sinister schemes, the narrative explores themes of slavery and gender equality, adding depth to the traditional revenge story. The game's writing shines through its likable characters, each with their own personality quirks and entertaining banter. Combat is a highlight, featuring phase-based grid battles with strategic elements like weapon strengths, terrain advantages, and environmental hazards. The variety of abilities and skills available to characters adds depth to the gameplay, allowing for diverse tactical approaches. Despite its strengths, Telepath Tactics: Liberated suffers from linearity and a lack of optional content, which may limit replay value for some players. However, the inclusion of difficulty options and a robust campaign editor provide opportunities for creative expression and extended gameplay. Telepath Tactics: Liberated earns a solid recommendation for strategy RPG enthusiasts, offering a rewarding and immersive experience that's worth revisiting. With its engaging story, strategic depth, and diverse gameplay mechanics, it's a journey well worth embarking on. At number 6 we have Airborne Kingdom, a city builder game set in the clouds. In this game, you aim to build a flying city and make everyone love you. The game offers a unique twist with its airborne setting and physics-based challenges. As you construct your city, you must ensure it remains balanced and doesn't tilt too much, as that can cause citizens to leave. The city's lift must be carefully managed to maintain stability. Coal is a crucial resource for keeping the city afloat, and you need to manage it efficiently. The game combines familiar city building mechanics with the added challenge of physics. You must plan and adjust your city layouts to counteract the forces of gravity. As you explore the world below, you gather resources to sustain your city and encounter other settlements and cities. Building alliances with these ground-based cities is a key objective. However, the game's breezy pace and lack of complex decision-making made the alliance process feel simplistic. Despite these minor flaws, Airborne Kingdom offers a relaxing and visually appealing experience. The game allows for creative freedom in city design, and the vibrant visuals bring the city to life. The absence of combat and the focus on exploration and trade contribute to the game's laid-back atmosphere. The game manages to strike a balance between depth and accessibility, with a wealth of content packed into a relatively short playtime. In conclusion, Airborne Kingdom is a charming and enjoyable city builder that provides a unique twist to the genre. While it may lack some depth in certain aspects, its atmospheric setting, creative possibilities, and relaxing gameplay make it a worthwhile experience for fans of city building games. At number 7 we have AI War 2, a grand strategy RTS hybrid that flips genre expectations on their head. Instead of overwhelming firepower and rapid expansion, you start as the underdog, holding one measly planet in a galaxy already conquered by a powerful AI. Your mission is to outsmart the machine. Every move you make matters. Take too much, too fast, and you draw lethal attention. Move too slowly and you'll never be ready when the AI strikes. This is a game where you must adapt constantly. You'll manage fleets, plan surgical strikes, and research upgrades, all while trying not to wake the sleeping giant watching your every step. The scale is vast. Dozens of planets, thousands of ships, and an evolving enemy that never lets its guard down. What makes AI War 2 special is how it challenges you to think like a strategist, not a click-happy commander. Automation handles the busy work, freeing you to focus on the big picture. The interface is smart, the performance impressively optimized, and the mod support is deep. Whether you play casually or dive into its labyrinth of mechanics, the game bends to your style, until it doesn't, and you're fighting to survive. This is not about domination, it is about outwitting a superior force with limited tools and sharp decision making. If you're tired of formulaic strategy games and crave a fresh, cerebral challenge, this is for you. Just be warned, the learning curve is steep, and the AI does not play fair. But when you win, you earned it. At number 8 we have Terraformers. Terraformers immerses you in the challenging role of overseeing the colonization and terraforming of Mars, blending strategy, resource management, and narrative depth. The game transports players to the Red Planet, tasking them in navigating the complexities of planetary exploration and development. The game offers a rich variety of scenarios, allowing you to tailor your Mars expedition according to different objectives. Whether focusing on resource extraction to support Earth or striving for Martian independence, Terraformers provides ample opportunities for strategic decision-making. One notable aspect of Terraformers is its integration of leader mechanics, where each leader brings a unique set of abilities and bonuses, adding depth to gameplay and narrative immersion. As you cycle through leaders, their backstories and abilities influence your approach to city building, resource management, and terraforming efforts. However, Terraformers doesn't neatly fit into traditional city building or resource management genres, offering a dynamic blend of mechanics instead. Each turn presents you with a range of projects, from city infrastructure to terraforming initiatives, demanding careful resource allocation and strategic planning. The game's presentation, though lacking in some aspects, such as city animations, features well-crafted artwork and a solid soundtrack that complements the futuristic theme. Despite occasional randomness in card draws and repetition in leader abilities, Terraformers delivers an engaging gameplay that keeps you hooked with its one more turn appeal. Terraformers offers a compelling strategy and resource management experience that captures the essence of Mars-focused science fiction. While some aspects may not appeal to all players, its varied scenarios, leader mechanics, and terraforming concepts make it a worthy addition to the genre. At number 9 we have Swarm Queen, a tug-of-war strategy game where you control an alien hive queen battling across Europa with insectoid armies. Instead of micromanaging troops, you focus on strategy, gathering resources, mutating eggs into minions, and spitting neurotoxin while your swarm fights automatically using fuzzy logic. You unlock and deploy 18 unique units, from flying bomb carriers to armored beasts, each with distinct strengths and weaknesses. Success comes from combining them smartly, balancing offense and defense while managing resources and positioning. The game keeps you engaged with dozens of levels, challenge stages, and a new game plus mode for extra difficulty. Swarm Queen's personality is one of its best features. The banter between alien queens add humor, while the mix of grotesque insect designs and an optional cartoon art style gives you flexibility in how you want the game to look. It is clearly inspired by Starship Troopers, Zerg, and Xenomorphs, but plays like a war between ant colonies. Fast, tactical, and weirdly charming. The gameplay is simple to pick up, but surprisingly tactical, especially when battles escalate into chaotic swarms clashing across the map. Levels are short, making it perfect for quick play sessions, but the challenge ramps up fast, especially in later missions. The game's indie roots are obvious, but the creativity, humor, and addictive loop more than make up for its simplicity. If you enjoy quirky strategy games with a mix of challenge, personality, and alien mayhem, Swarm Queen delivers a fun, replayable experience. At number 10 we have Winter Falling Battle Tactics, a tactical strategy game that blends real-time battles with pause and play control, letting you carefully command your forces against overwhelming odds. You lead a mercenary company across a dying world, scavenging supplies, recruiting soldiers, and deciding whether to burn villages for loot or spare them for goodwill. Every choice shapes your campaign and survival. Battles are where the game shines. Your units fight in formation across simple yet tense maps, and you can pause at any moment to plan maneuvers. Positioning, timing, and resource management matter more than raw numbers, giving you satisfying tactical depth. Outside combat, you manage your company on the world map, balancing food, gold, and morale as you face branching storylines that can end in triumph or ruin. Content includes a campaign with multiple routes, daily arena challenges that limit retries, and a flexible map editor where you can create and share battles with simple copy-paste codes. Modding support expands things further, letting you craft custom units, weapons, and even races. The presentation is minimalist but charming, inspired by classics like FTL and Total War, with a sprinkle of Battle Brothers in its mercenary management. While it currently feels light on content, regular updates and strong community support make it promising. If you enjoy thoughtful tactics, roguelike unpredictability, and games that reward clever play over brute force, you'll find Winter Falling a unique and engaging strategy experience with plenty of room to grow. And that's all for this bundle. This bundle turned out to be way better than expected. You've got a mix of strategy bangers like Winter Falling and Necrosmith too, some quirky picks like Swarm Queen, and a few wildcards that make it fun to explore. It feels like one of those bundles where no matter what you grab, you're walking away with something worth sinking hours into. If you're into tactics, survival, or just experimenting with indie gems, this bundle is a solid score. Definitely one for the collection. In any case, I hope you enjoyed today's video, and if this video was helpful, feel free to leave a like and subscribe, and maybe consider unlocking early access to videos or buying the channel a coffee. From the bottom of my heart, thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.